Democracy. Democracy is a government system where the power stays in the hands of the people, who elect officials to make decisions on their behalf. It promotes freedom, equality, and participation, making sure that every individual has a voice in the governing process. Famous examples include the United States and India, where yearly elections, free speech, and a solid legal system defend democratic principles. Monarchy. Monarchy is a form of government where a single person, the monarch, rules over the state. Monarchies can be unconditional, where the monarch has unchecked power, or constitutional, where their powers are limited by law or a government body. The United Kingdom is an example of a constitutional monarchy, blending royal tradition with democratic governance. Dictatorship. Dictatorship is a government led by a single leader or a small group that holds absolute power, often taken and maintained by force. Citizens typically have limited political freedom. Historical examples include Nazi Germany under Hitler and modern-day North Korea, where the government maintained strict control over all aspects of life. Oligarchy. Oligarchy is a form of government where a small group of people, often from the same socio-economic background, have control. This group could be distinguished by royalty, wealth, education, or corporate interests. Historical examples include the aristocratic governance of ancient Sparta and modern situations where business elites influence national policies. Authoritarianism. Authoritarianism is a political system where a single party or a small group holds significant power, often limiting political freedoms and opposition. Unlike totalitarian systems, authoritarian governments might allow some individual freedoms, but maintain strict control over political life. Examples include modern-day Russia, where political opposition is often suppressed. Anarchy. Anarchy refers to a state of society without any governing body or authority, leading to a condition of lawlessness. While often viewed negatively as chaos, some political theories consider anarchy to be an ideal state of freedom where individuals govern themselves. The term is frequently connected with periods of revolution or civil unrest. Communism. Communism is a political and economic system aiming for a classless society where all property is collectively owned. The state plans and controls the economy, aiming to eliminate differences between the rich and the poor. The Soviet Union and modern-day Cuba are examples where communist principles have been applied, with different degrees of success and controversy. Constitutional monarchy. Constitutional monarchies combine traditional monarchical elements with democratic governance. In these systems, the monarch's powers are defined and limited by a constitution or laws, with real political power often remaining with elected officials. The United Kingdom, Sweden, and Japan are leading examples where royalty exists alongside active democratic institutions. Parliamentary republic. A parliamentary republic is a form of government where the executive branch obtains its legitimacy from and is accountable to the legislature, parliament. The head of state is usually a judicial president. This system allows for a clear separation of powers, with countries like Germany and Italy being examples of this governance structure. Aristocracy. Aristocracy is a form of government where power is in the hands of a privileged class or royalty. Historically, aristocracies were hierarchies with power and land passed down through generations. While largely outdated in the modern world, historical examples include the aristocratic rule in ancient Greece and Rome. Constitutional government. Constitutional governments operate based on a constitution, a set of fundamental principles or established rules according to which a state is governed. This document limits the powers of the government and guarantees certain rights to its citizens. The United States Constitution is a prime example, outlining the framework of American governance. Direct democracy. Direct democracy is a system where citizens directly participate in decision-making without outside parties. Every eligible individual has a direct vote on laws and policies. This form of democracy is rare in large nations, but can be seen in smaller organizations or local governments. Ancient Athens and modern-day Swiss cantons apply direct democratic practices. Federalism. Federalism is a system where multiple levels of government share control over the same geographic area. It allows for a division of powers between national and subnational organizations, such as states or provinces. The United States, Canada, and Australia are examples of federalist countries, balancing power between national and local governments. Representative democracy. Representative democracy is a type of democracy where citizens elect officials to represent their interests in government. This system makes sure that elected leaders make decisions on behalf of their people. Most modern democracies, including the United Kingdom and India, operate under this system, allowing for efficient and flexible governance. Autocracy. Autocracy is a system of government where one person has absolute power, often maintained by force or manipulation. This leader, or autocrat, makes decisions without any legal restrictions or opposition. Historical examples include the Tsars of Russia, and present-day examples can be seen in some systems where power is concentrated on a single ruler. Dependent territory. Dependent territories are regions that do not have full political independence or sovereignty as a state, but are governed by another country. These territories often have local governance but rely on the controlling nation for defense and international representation. Examples include Puerto Rico, governed by the United States, and Gibraltar, a British overseas territory. Ergatocracy. Ergatocracy is a less common form of government where power is held by the working class or laborers. The idea is rooted in giving control to those who contribute directly to the economy through their labor. While no country fully expresses this principle, parts of it can be seen in various labor movements and socialist ideologies. Republic. Republics are forms of government where the country is considered a public matter, and officials are elected by citizens to govern on their behalf. Unlike monarchies, republics have no hereditary leaders. The United States and France are notable examples, emphasizing citizen participation and elected leadership. Imperialism. Imperialism is a policy or ideology where a country extends its power and influence through colonization, the use of military force, or other means. Historically, imperialism led to the establishment of empires, such as the British Empire, which controlled vast territories and populations across the world through dominance and economic exploitation. Despotism. Despotism is a form of government where a single individual rules with absolute power, often using oppression and cruelty. This form of governance is characterized by the ruler's unchecked authority and the suppression of opposition. Historical examples include the rule of Joseph Stalin in the Soviet Union and the reign of King Louis XIV in France. Presidential system. A presidential system is a form of government where the president serves as the head of state and government, separate from the legislature. This system provides a clear division of powers, with the president elected independently of the legislative branch. The United States and Brazil are examples of countries where the presidential system is in practice. Theocracy. Theocracy is a form of government where religious leaders control the state, and religious law is used as the basis for governance. This system often combines spiritual and political authority. Iran is a modern-day example of a theocracy, where elected officials share considerable political power with Islamic clerics. Absolute monarchy. Absolute monarchy is a form of government where the monarch holds unrestricted power over the state and its people. The ruler's decisions are not bound by laws or the legislature. Historical examples include King Louis XIV of France, known for his centralized and luxurious rule, and modern-day examples are limited but include Saudi Arabia. Gerontocracy. Gerontocracy is a form of government where power is placed in the hands of older individuals, often focusing on the wisdom and experience of age. In such systems, ranking is a key factor in political influence and leadership roles. Historical examples include the ancient Spartan government, where elders held significant authority, and modern examples can be seen in certain political bodies where older leaders dominate decision-making processes. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel, and let us know in the comments about which topic we should make a video next time. See you in the next video.